you say that no one is above the law and anyone can be held accountable, and that goes for the President of the United States and also goes for ICE agents. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is there a scenario in which the NYPD under you could arrest ICE agents on the streets of New York for their behavior towards immigrants?
My focus is for the NYPD to not be assisting ICE in their immigration enforcement and to actually be following the policies of sanctuary city law. And I do believe, however, that for the law to have meaning, there has to be accountability for all of us. And that is something that is necessary to speak about, to talk about, to act on, no matter who we're referring to, because so many are losing faith in politics in this moment because they're seeing inconsistency take place at every different facet of our society.
So in other words, there is a circumstance in which if an ICE agent violates someone's rights here in New York City, they could be arrested by the police department?
I think if an ICE agent is breaking the law, then that is a law that they should be held accountable to.
What are you going to do if Greg Bovino shows up with the Border Patrol agents and goes down into the subway? You know how important the subway is to all working class people in this city and the chill factor that it would send. What do you do in response to something like that?
Well, my responsibility is to do the work necessary to ensure that that doesn't take place.
That he doesn't even make it into the subway?
To have that hypothetical not come to bear here in New York City. And what I mean by that is by making the case to the federal administration that these kinds of actions do not serve the interests, even the ones they are actually putting forward. That what New Yorkers need from a federal administration is the kind of partnership that will actually keep New Yorkers safe in this city. And that what I also told the president is we have the NYPD here. We trust the NYPD to deliver that public safety. We do not need ICE and the National Guard to make that same case.
So your message to the president, if he's considering sending in the National Guard troops to New York City or sending in those masked armed federal agents on a wide scale like we saw in LA or in Chicago and Charlotte, is what?
That we do not need them here. And what we have here is the NYPD that can provide that public safety. And that what we are looking to do is to build a city that is focused on the affordability crisis and understands that the cornerstone of that affordability agenda is the provision of public safety. And that was actually the core of the conversation I had